a stick just at once by the car, right? And I wanted to have something. I used this as for a flag, for a pirate flag for the kids at home, but I gave away the flag because they're 15 and 17 now. So, but it started actually as bringing it back from being in the woods. So now it's back in the woods. So here we could have had a new one. Also, my knives are in the bottom of the bag. Yeah. That's smart because I need a stick. So let's use this log because it's so muddy. I need to put the backpack somewhere. Because I need to open it again. Because I need a knife. One of the knives. So this
Marcy Pops says, "Hi, how are you?"
Hi, I'm better all the time. So in here, there's two knives. Let's take the bigger one. And this is just some dry twigs.
Good to hear.
I didn't hear that, just a sec. I was gonna bring a bigger backpack, and then I was like, nah, it's so empty. Let's just do with a normal one. And it works. So, I don't have to carry the little thingy here separately. Last time I had a bag, right? So, let me just check. Let's up volume. There, yeah, good to hear. Thank you. Yeah, we might have to go back because tiny trees in the middle of the woods are not as common as tiny trees on the edge of it, right? So left those because they're close by the road. So we'll go. Oh, I didn't fasten that one. So good. Giddy. So that one too will do. Should we just take this one? Let's do it. So we probably need 2 or 3. There. So now we have a little stick. So last time we had very bent sticks because I just pulled dead branches of some trees, right? So if this was for sausages, it'd be a little bit too big, right? But for stick bread. And I didn't bring any sausages today either. So, I'm thinking We might want to start the fire before we do more. Now we have one stick. So that'll work for a sausage too. Maybe we want it a bit further down. When I think about it.
I have no experience with it. Open fire is not allowed here in most places. Even burning wood to heat your house is forbidden in some cities.
Oh, yeah. Ouch. Oh, that's tough. Not even by water. And if you're careful, you know, like, I've got water with me just to put it out. So it's definitely out. So... That's laying on top and resting my rock. Yeah, this feels totally okay to walk like this. But I'm happy to have the stick at least to a little bit of support. And it's definitely a bit of exercise. So.
Not allowed. And some people got even into trouble when cooking in their garden on a barbecue.
Oh gosh, yeah. Even on a barbecue. So it's not because of fires then. So I see more straight ones. But let's go all the way. So there could be lots of kids there, right? Already having a fire and stuff. I don't think so, because it's quiet in the woods.
It is because of the smoke.
Oh, because of the smoke. Huh. Yeah. So where are you in the world? So smoke. I mean, everybody's smoking. That's worse smoke than a little fire. It's even, you know, more dangerous. So we're not just going to...
In the Netherlands, lot of rules over here.
Yeah, right. Sorry for not remembering. There's so many countries in the world. So I see it's all empty over there by the logs. So we're just a few meters away now. I might actually drop the backpack off and go looking a little bit, or maybe we'll just turn the fire on. So, but there's not a lot of tiny trees here. Like fresh. Let's see what it looks like. Maybe my sticks from last time are still there, and this time I remember to bring a knife so I can like clean the old dew off, which is like almost a week old. It's actually just 5 days, but 5 days old though. So last time we pulled a few of those branches off because we didn't have a knife. Yeah. Lots of bark bits on the ground here too. Hello, birdie. So, did someone use this since last time we did? Yeah, and there's probably coals. Yeah. So someone has used it since last week, or 5 days or whatever, you know. This one looks most clean, but this one is the closest to the fire. So, lots of dirt on it though. I've even got a thing to sit on with me. And the path is all there too, so this is really easy access thingy. So, and this is how I put the knife. It seems to stay there. on this. Yeah, and I thought it was more fun to bring other ways to light a fire too. So I have 10 stickor and fire seal and a lighter. Yeah, I also realized that these, I always have these in my backpack, but they're like, went through like this, 2 of them. So maybe we'll use those for a fire too. Yeah, here's the other knife. It's just a tiny one. So it's mostly for like carving stuff. So here's the dough. Got some extra flour in here too, in case it feels wet. And last time I rolled it around, I didn't this time, so probably should have done it this time too, because it sticks to there. And how clean are my hands? I should use some of this water. No, I'm totally clean, right? So I have winter pants and winter jacket on. Yeah, this is annoying, isn't it? Let's maybe I'll just put it on the other side of the buttons. So everything will be white now, right? When I flour on my hand. So just shaking it a little with the flour so it's not so sticky. Sticky dough. This is just 4 deciliters of wheat flour and a tiny bit of salt and baking powder. So this is ready. And it smells nice. First you need something to... It's all wet, you know? All wet. All wet. So this is so wet. Amazingly wet. But that's why I did this. This is dry, right? So let's just... this will be too much. Let's put some of this broth there. Let's see if we need all of it. We could like save it for another time. Let's see. Instead of having to dry all the sticks, these are not totally dry. Didn't I have anything tinier? Yeah, there's some tinier ones. So I'll just put them close by, you know. So already all black. I can hear the wind in the trees. So should we even try? Yeah, let's. So let's see how dry it is. Let's see how dry it is. So if this works. So this is also with magnesium and stuff. I don't think this will work. If it does, I'm surprised. It might. Okay, it's reconnecting. It's not supposed to. I didn't know it disconnected. That's bad. I thought you were online, guys. Can you see now? I've been chatting to no one then? So I'm complaining, ouch. I'm complaining that that was no good. Actually got a little bit of ash on my pants here, so it burned through. So that's the problem with synthetic clothes. So these are just my normal. Let's just break that. And I think we're like about done. And you can see the wind now. It's quite windy today. If you look at the direction here of the fire, it's not going up, it's going sideways. And also the little bits are going into the woods. So we need to keep track on this. And I think that's good enough size. So it's time to start barbecuing a bit. The question is, should I put this on the side now? You can see now, right? I'm switching to Twitch and looking. Let's see. I didn't know it was reconnecting. Yeah, you can see it, right? That's bad. I've put it not to stop the app when it's in the background. But maybe I need to use TTS from the other phone. So I do have two phones. So we could do that. Have TTS on one and the stream on one. So the reason I don't want a bigger fire is part the amount of water I have, right? So I'm actually going to go a few meters away from this now. So is it still reconnecting for you? I'm assuming it's not. Did you miss when I lit the fire? Well. So the knife is underneath here because I put it like locked into the backpack. There. So this is well used. Putting it on my little. So the coals on the bottom there. That's the best bit with making the stick bread. But fire works fine too. But we need more than one stick. So I'm going where it looks like tinier trees. Low branches works fine too. But if they're straight, it's easier to like just put them. Like last time we just took branches like this, right? And just bent them off, dead branch, like this. But I do have a knife now, so if we can happen to see something better than this. This is more like firewood, it's kind of dry. Keeping track of that fire. So, anything. Well, we don't really need more of this kind of stick though. But this is interesting. How did that happen? Yeah, I kind of want to be closer to the fire. So I'm gonna turn. Here, this dead tree gets nice branches. Like quite long and straight. It broke off in 2 pieces. So, getting some firewood here too, in case we need more. So, these are much drier than what was in the fireplace. And all the things I've seen really. On the ground and not on the ground. They are, of course, we have a lot of water, so it's been raining constantly. Not constantly, but lots. Yeah, so I can see a lot of stuff here, right? Let's put a few more stakes because we have still time. We still have time. So this is what I wanted at the start. This kind of thing. We didn't have any. Lots of moss on that. These are dead tree. So I could have just pulled this out now and stopped it from burning anymore. But I kind of wanted to be a little longer. In part because it's a bit cold. I prefer when it's like 25 degrees. So the purpose of these now, this might be a good stick for for the purpose I went and got sticks, right? Yeah, this is what I would have wanted before. So I'm just blowing a little on it, and the tiny sticks catch fire. So. Yeah, let's put the first dough on here. You kind of need it to be there. So I think I did a bit too much last time because I was very full afterwards. So we might not do as much this time. Might not do all the dough. So now this is a stick for extra sticks there. Yeah, and synthetic clothes. I don't want to go too close. So I should have brought like a tripod here. I'm gonna switch to Twitch and see if it looks like it's still there. Yeah. So this one might be another stick for stick bread in case we need it. Oh look, this one fell over. Whew. There. Switching back to the actual camera app. So Marcy Pops, how long ago did you see still reconnecting? Because I'm kind of assuming now that it was a long time ago. It's time for the stick bread. Let's see if I can put this by leaning on the water bowl here. If I put both water bowls, I'll like lean it like this. Yeah? And then we have one nice stick, one worse stick. And we're gonna grab the dough. I'm just grabbing some dough there. Let's just there's still flour on it, that's why I'm like, it could be on the outside though. Let's just make this a flat thingy. Let's put it on here. Let's see, can you see this? Yeah, good. And I'm leaving a little top so we can lean on something if we want to. So last time we didn't have any knives, so we got some pine bark spicing on the bread. So as this is an actual straight stick, I should have gotten more sticks there at the start. I just felt like, you know, other people might not appreciate not having any sticks at the start of the forest. So something like this. So let's make the other one. So the knife. Let's just peel off the bark here. Just making sure that it didn't fall over. Yeah. The foam's on there on the bench. And this is a dead branch, so it's hard, much harder than the other one. I'm just scraping the bark off. We didn't really need to, but it worked fun last time without doing it, so, right? So I'm thinking maybe it's time to poke this a little bit. So I don't want it to go wider. So this one will still there. So let's put some dough on this one too. So the ground is white here now because there was so much flour on this. So now we don't have any flames anymore. That was my goal with the punching it. So now we can like put this one just at the top of this. And let's put this too. Almost so that I could stick the bread in this instead. Yeah, I'm gonna like use more of it than I prepared, I think. Meaning on the bark. I don't care. And this one is not straight, so it won't rotate like that, you know. We'll need something to pull it up here. So it will still be just one direction. So this is going brown on different sides here. So it's also not totally straight, so I'm going to lead it to the rock here. So this is why we wanted 3 sticks, right? So let's fix the third one. This one is almost done. So we can switch when it's done. We can switch. Got some sod on there. Too close to the fire. So water bottle, tripod. So this stick, you know. So here's a quite long dead one. And it's also not straight at all. So I'll just peel off more dirt than bark this time. Like just cleaning it. Not that it really needs to, but you know, what else? So, let's take some more dough. So I don't know how much you missed of the fire, lighting the fire there. So I'm leaning on that piece of bark there, but we could also turn it over to get more. Then we'd have to put something else. Yeah, we'll see. So let's stick a little bit out of the stick, and of course use more of the stick than planned. So. So, oh gosh, that's quite dark. It's actually too dark. So let's see if this works. I might have to hold it as the stick is not straight. But I'm gonna start eating this. So this is good bread here. I'm not gonna eat the black. I'm gonna like eat the back of the black. Birds! I have no clue what bird it is though. This is annoying when I have to hold it, but I guess I should have gotten more straight sticks like this one. This bit on this side is quite hard, but it's a little gooey too. I don't mind though. Here, dough. Hey! Put it back a little bit. So this one's other side, dark side. Oops. Gotta shift her a little bit. And that's no. So this is all cooked to the middle. And here it's doughy. So I would usually have started already with so you can see the cooked and the doughy when it was fire, but we were looking for more sticks, right? That's looking perfect now. Yeah, so I'm going to eat around this black bit. Just the last bit of the dark there. It's quite warm, the bread. Ouch, warm. So this shape is why I prefer the fresh. So this side here is not done. Yay. And now this is done. The first fresh steak. Nice bread. We can put some more dough on this steak. So we have this much left. So I'm kind of guessing that my kid wants a bit of bread, right? So I'm just taking half of what I had now and making a thinner one. I'm gonna stir the ashes there a bit, or the barbecue. So even if I think I put it thin at the start, I did put it much thicker this time. So we just have one more bun to go. So I'm gonna just stir this a bit so the warm bits comes into air. Yeah, so this one is almost done and not burned. Yeah, so we have this to eat or save for my kid. But he probably wants one with a stick. With a stick attached. So I'll eat this one. Yummy. It's still lots of water underneath there. It's still warming up. And there's still a few bits of wood that are slightly burning. So I have to switch the angle because it's too much smoke. Oh. I pushed the power button of the phone. See that side? Yeah. So in an oven, this bread would take some more time, right? So look at this one. Very nice. So I still have this left. I have to eat it before I pick that one up. I'm going to be so full. Let's save a little bit. So I just have a little bit of dough here left. So let's put it here. Now let's check this out. So you can see how it is not doughy, but it's like air bubbles here, right? So it's a little bit doughy here at the bottom, but it's good when it's doughy. So I'm gonna save this one for my kid because it's like not burnt and like finished. So let's just leave that there. So then when we're done with this, I'm going to pour these bottles of water, unless I'll drink a little bit too, of course. Oh, this fell down. So, didn't hurt it much. A little soot on here. So this is the one I just put on, right? Let's put it where there's the most action underneath. So I'm leaning it against the rock again so it doesn't rotate as much. Nah, it doesn't work. I could put another rock against it. Or the stick. But that's good. Good enough. So let's sit down. Let's check this temperature. So it is close to, yeah, I think it's like almost 7-8 according to that one. And it was definitely 6 at home, so that's not impossible. The fire will probably affect it a little bit too, right? So this is the thoroughly cooked bit of bread that wasn't that thick just a minute ago. And I gave up on the TTS. I'm reading the chat. Oh, it switched to reconnecting when you use the, oh, that's at the very start. Oh. Let's see. So now this side is nice and brown too, and it's opened. So I think this one is probably good. I'm putting it on my chest again so I can I'm like losing it because I used the wrong hand or the other hand. So it's a little bit gooey here, but that's kind of nice. Almost the one I ate now, it was all cooked, and why have it all cooked, you know? Then you can just put it in the oven at home. So here we can see there was a little doughiness on that bit there. So that's it. I have lots of extra flour here too. So now it's like dark. It's getting darker. Someone dropped their cap there. I saw it when we arrived. So I'm just kneading this a little bit so it will stick. It was just flour all over it. Making it a little longer. And of course the thinner it is, the quicker. We don't have any hurry at all. So the only thing possibly is, oh, by the way, you see how much moisture is leaving this thing. And that too. This is the one I put underneath that was all wet back then. Right, so now it's in pieces. Over there too. Nah, it won't split. So if we turn that one over, which I've been leaning stuff against, I'm using the other side, of course, here. So we can see that now it's warm all the way over there. This one, which was all wet. This one, which was all wet. I put two like that at the start that was wet. So we'll have to make sure to put water all over this. But you can see the nice coals here. So let's like put this one up here or something. Maybe that's cool enough. Cool enough to be cool. So right, I could plug the power back in if I want to. So it'll be done in no time, right? Yeah. This is stick bread. So just put the bread on a stick. It's just 4 deciliters of wheat flour, and then there's like half a teaspoon, of course, of salt, and like 1.5 baking powder. That's all that is. So that's why it goes poof like this. So this is the one I'm saving for my kid. There was a bubble there that I popped to show that it's like done. And then we have this left too. This is still warm. This is the one we just pulled off there. But you can, my kid, he actually pulled a stick to his mouth and ate it that way, right? So I'm gonna eat this now. Actually, there was some salt on the end. That's not very tasty. So we're gonna turn this because we don't want it to burn. I'm putting it in between these rocks here, so hopefully it won't rotate as much. Oh yeah, I managed to make salt from that too. I'll probably save both of these for my kid because I'm full. Yeah, so my kid wanted butter on. I was like, why? Bread is the best thing. So now this is cooling off too, which is good. This is good timing. So an ambulance somewhere over there, or something else, but that's usually it. Still some action in there. I wasn't this close before, but I did get smoke in my eyes now. So let's walk around a little. So these sticks I just took off a tree, one of the dead ones. Next time we should probably start there instead of having some of the wet sticks. So it's been raining. It's actually probably raining a little bit now. Let's look at my arm. This is what it looks like. So it's a bit moist here. Yeah, also here you can see it's raining. Yummy. Yes, you just see my hand. Right, let's put it back in the holder. The thing is I can't read chat thing, right? But I can look in 2 seconds again. So this bread is all done. So yeah, a little gooey here. I love that. It was actually too well done. So I haven't checked the time at all. Oh, perfect timing. We have like 20 minutes until I have to be over there, and it's like 2 minutes walk. Nom nom nom. So actually, I'm going to pour this out, I think. Whatever. Let's just... It's also wet now. So, all wet. Also on the knife, we can see the water. So water is ready, but I'm actually going to drink a little bit first. So the temperature. I think it's closing to 0 now, which is, well, if this line is 10 and this line is 0, it's actually still 7, 8-ish. Right? Isle of Wight. I was actually on a like language learning trip to with horses, so it was like, yeah, with horses. So this is, I had more grass with me, right? That was kind of dry. So let's save this grass for next time. I don't think it was totally dry either. So let's put it in the backpack this time, because I had sticks here, right? I think the ones on the trees over there was probably just as dry, and that's what we did last time. So, but last time, one of the reasons I did this again is, oops, I just pushed it over with my leg. Oh yeah, that's good. So this dewy on this side, but this side is all done. So here we have gooiness. Yeah. What was I saying? So this is a perfect spot to put this. It doesn't turn. I totally lost what I was saying. Whatever. Let's just check. I'm gonna check that again. Some moisture is coming down here in 30 minutes. Yeah, so it's been raining every day now, but as last time I was here, it was like -1 degrees. And that was much, it was like white a bit on the ground and stuff. So I much prefer a little bit of rain to negative. So this stick has done its work. So next person who wanna light a fire here, I'll leave them like that, so they're at least not on the ground. Yeah. So here we can see it's still going there. This would definitely just, go out, but I'm gonna pour water on it anyway. So how much rain? Some moisture is coming down. What is it? It's all around now. So even though there's no visible fire or anything, it's still warm. So now we're gonna pour some water on that. So I'm actually going to put this so I can use both hands. Oh, just a drizzle. So it's not like we'll get 10 centimeters of hail, and they'll be 2 centimeters big, something like that. Let's just move that one too. So. These bottles are so good because they're actually tight, and my normal water bottles, they're not, so. So all wet again. So I can see it's still warm here somewhere. I think it might be under the rocks even. Yeah. Like, take the opportunity to wash my hands a little bit. So these rocks are warm now, yeah. So it's not like anything was gonna happen without doing that, but just be safe, you know? So let's actually break this one off in a nice size to eat bit for my kid. And the other one, I'm thinking maybe I shouldn't, since it just broke off here too. So this was the dead stick. This is the newly cut, very straight, nice, easy to rotate stick. So maybe we'll just bring that along back. And my fingers now, when it's not warm anymore, as instantly when I turn the blast off, my hands are ice cold. I need the gloves. So this is just a little pocket here, but this was very useful for this. I was gonna bring a bigger backpack, but it didn't fill up at all, you know. Then I was like, yeah, let's just take the tiny one. And now it's got no weight with the water gone. Nothing. Even though we saved the little grass that was, well, I used like a third of it. Don't really need the tummy strap now, but whatever. So I put the knives in there, giving kids to find, and I want my gloves. So, goody goody, bye bye fire. We can take a little detour if you want to. So I think that they have a tarp on this, and kids being around there, like teenagers playing. When we were here, like for a few weeks ago, more than a month definitely, right? So yeah, and the outdoors gym is over there. So let's go a little bit this way before we go right where my car is. So I'm hoping it won't close down again. And if it does, I'll have to do TTS on the other phone next time. So, yummy for the tummy.
Homely Fish Enjoyer says, what are you doing?
I was making stick bread, but we just put the fire out and I go leaving for the car. So I've saved for my kid picking him up from school in a bit.